Well, hello my lovelies, it's Murky Meg here. It's Monday the 2nd of May, and while I am still on a little hiatus, and I'll give you an update at the end of the video should you want it, this news is just too big for me not to come on here and talk about it, because it seems that the wheels are coming off the Harry and Meghan bus. News dropped last night that Netflix has cancelled Meghan Markle's animated series Pearl. Sweet justice. Yep, that's right. Netflix has cancelled Pearl. Now, this was the animated series that was supposedly based on Meghan's life of a little girl where she meets historic figures, women figures, I have to add, goes back in time and learns all about them. Nothing original there. It's been done before. And it seems that maybe Netflix has cottoned on and has dropped her animated series as a part of a wave of cutbacks promoted by the streaming service drop in subscribers. Now, news articles are saying despite dropping Pearl, insiders claim Netflix remain optimistic about the Archwell deal and has a number of projects planned, including a documentary series called Heart of Invictus, which follows the recent Invictus Games. Now, we are no dummies. I know that. Netflix are going to want them to sing for their supper. It's evident that they are following them around. It's not just going to be about the Invictus Games, because when they were in New York, they were being followed around by a camera crew, and that had nothing to do with the Invictus Games. But apparently, an inside source says that their upcoming series documenting the recent Invictus Games will prove value for money for Netflix. What do you guys think? Do you think that Harry and Meghan will bring in the viewers? Don't get me wrong, it's like a car crash, you can't help but look, but I don't think that they will get the views that they think they're going to get. Their popularity has tanked over the last couple of years for various reasons which I've documented well on this channel. My personal theory, they were just burning through money on this particular animation. Animation is notorious for costing a lot of money. What's also notorious is Meghan Markle's attitude and her work ethic and the demandingness that she portrays onto those that she is working with / above. Now, I know that a couple of months ago somebody spilt some tea on the internet. We didn't know where it had come from, so I couldn't really collaborate and do anything about it. But this then ties into this very beautifully. It was all about what was happening behind the scenes and how that Meghan was apparently very difficult to work with, and that her ideas were quite bad, that she was taking other people's ideas and running with them, and that the production was grossly delayed because of the issues that she was causing. She actually wanted the voice of Pearl to be herself. And in fact, this tea actually said that she used an almost breathy Marilyn Monroe silky-esque voice. It's not for a children's cartoon, to be perfectly honest. And the thing is that you know that it's just not Invictus that they are being filmed for. So you know that there is something else in the pipeline. They are now going to effectively be a reality TV couple. And I think that suits them quite well, to be perfectly honest. Keeping up with the Windsors. Mountbatten Windsors, isn't it? But this raises a very serious problem. They're reportedly being paid mega bucks. Now, granted, they wouldn't have just been handed a blank check or a big check and they'd have to sing for their supper. But if Pearls got dropped, what are Netflix expecting from them? What will they want back for their 10 pieces of silver? And ultimately, anybody with half a brain cell can come to exactly the same conclusion that I have. Access to the royal family. Secrets of the royal family. From those that know them, or they think they know them best. Harry and Meghan are well proven to feel no hesitation or no remorse in speaking about the royal family in a negative light or out of their place. Because Harry's example of when he said about the Queen mean that he was protecting her from the people around her. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The Queen is well protected. She's had her trusted advisors with her for donkey's years, and somebody who is her grandson cannot protect her. But ultimately he used that for a soundbite to boost his PR, and it worked effectively. He got the coverage. Some would say he got the negative coverage, but I don't think they care whether they have negative or positive coverage. Coverage is coverage to them. They're so in their bubble that they think that it's them that everybody wants to work with, and this is proven to be completely the opposite. Netflix are only giving them a deal because they're royal family. It's the only reason. They want them to sing for their supper and squill all the juicy secrets, and we know that they have no morals, that they might just do that. I firmly believe that Harry and Meghan will now come under more pressure to produce content related to the royal family. And I would almost put it as a given that Netflix have said, well, you are the royal family, let's see what you've got. Do you think Harry will then step into that role of the reality prince? The rogue, the one that causes all the problems. He's done it before, but this would be a whole new ballgame because it would be a show all about them. Has he got enough to warrant that? We've also got to remember that Harry has a memoir out, and he can't really give anything in that memoir out somewhere else because his publisher would be pissed at him. He really, really will. If he spills any of the juicy details before the book's released, then the deal's on shaky ground, isn't it? Royal author Tom Bower said that Meghan Markle is struggling after the Netflix decision. The celebrity duchess has shown limited talent for original entertainment. Her children's book, On the Bench, flopped, and her voiceover for a Disney film was mocked. He continued, it was hard to imagine what she offered Netflix in the Pearl film. All she can offer is her fame, but her critics would say it's her notoriety. Now, to meet her financial needs, she's under pressure from Netflix to deliver more original damnation of the royal family. Victimhood is still lucrative, but it's a short-term fix for her and Harry. They'll both run out of steam and credibility soon, and further cancellations by Netflix and others will follow. We know that when the Netflix deal was announced, it was met with great criticism by some or nearly all of the royal commentators who accused the couple of basically cashing in on their royal links and their titles. Something, allegedly, Harry promised the Queen that he would never do. Well, he's already proven that he's done that on multiple occasions. Surprisingly, there's been no announcement or statement from the duo regarding Pearl. Well, it wouldn't be from Harry, it would be from Meghan because it's her project. But crickets at the moment, surprisingly. Others have suggested that other big American networks will pick up Pearl. Would this be a violation of their Netflix deal? I know that the articles that I've read suggest that the other productions that have been cancelled, Netflix has suggested they go and tout their wares elsewhere because someone else may pick it up, but it's not been confirmed whether or not they gave Meghan's team and Meghan the same advice. It would be surprising if that happens because ultimately it's not an original content. It's been done before so many times. I do find it rather amusing that her animated Pearl series basically has been markled. But apparently news that Netflix were dropping quite a lot of projects came out last week, although they didn't actually say which projects they were dropping. Then you've got to ask the question, has this been released to try and claim victimhood back on the day before Princess Charlotte's birthday? Interesting concept, isn't it? So, happy birthday to the real pearl of the royal family, Princess Charlotte. So I would love to know your thoughts on this. Why was it cancelled? Is it purely for the drop-in subscribers that they've literally just axed about 20 and Pearl was just caught in the crossfire? Or do you think Netflix are finally waking up? Proof is in the pudding of what they put out next. And it's not just going to be about the Invictus Games. We know that they have been followed by cameras even when they've not been anywhere near doing anything about the Invictus Games. So we know that at some point there will be a Keeping Up with the Kardashians-esque style about Harry and Meghan. I will literally bet my house on it. How do you think the news went down in Montecito? Do you think teacups were thrown, smashed, screamed? Or do you think that she'd take the news with some dignity? Sorry, I couldn't say it. We know she won't. No, teacups were thrown, I reckon. So I would love to know your thoughts on this very intriguing news. For those that want an update, exactly the same, but treatment that I'm receiving is making me progressively worse, and each day is a daily struggle. I've somewhat managed to get my pain under control on some days. I'm not sleeping because of the effects of the medication that I'm on. Every day is a daily struggle, and on good days I can walk, on bad days I can't. I'm constantly shaking. I can't formulate my words. Yeah, it's crap, and I'm still waiting for my operation that could hopefully cure all of this. It's a crap time, and I just want to thank everybody that has reached out and support. I'm sorry if I've not got round to replying. I've literally just shut off all social media because I need to focus on getting better. And yeah, I just want to send out my love to everybody and thank you for your support. So yeah, watch this space. Love you all. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, and also that like button. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers for all the tips and all the emails, DMs that everybody sends to me. It really is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for watching once again.